me on my way now. You just give me a...
You see that thing, like McDonald's is right up the street, man. Like you could have just went there. The problem is you didn't want McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly.
You wanted fries with crab, shrimp, lobster, steak, and all
exactly.
that. But you're here complaining
Yeah.
about paying for it. And you gotta understand, like, food costs ain't cheap, man. Like, I'm not even talking about
They don't care though.
people don't care about your overhead. A lot of times, entrepreneurship in a way is like you're serving.
Yeah.
Right. You're finding a way to serve the community, serve the people around you. So you just come with the mentality like, I just want to be a boss, just boss people around.
What's a boss?
What does that even mean?
Exactly.
Bro? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a subjective.
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
like,
So, and and more importantly, it's the wrong mindset to have.
Exactly.
You're not gonna go far. You might make a little bit of change here and there, but it ain't gonna take you but so far. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here.
Welcome to another episode of the Rich Talk Podcast. Man, I'm so excited to have this guy on my show today. Man, I don't even know how to describe this guy, not to even lie to you. You know what I'm saying? A man with a lengthy resume of successful businesses. Y'all might call him a businessman. I call him a mogul in the making. You know what I'm saying? It warms my heart to have people like that with that level of business acumen, man, to have this conversation with, man. I want y'all to give a warm round of applause and a welcome to my guest. For my guest. I'm so excited. You see, I'm messing up my intro and everything, but it's all good. With my guest, EB, man, how you doing, my brother?
Doing good, my brother. Just blessed to be
Hey,
here.
look, man. Hey, man, I'm so excited to have this conversation because, you know, it's a lot of successful people in this community, man, that's not being exposed or don't have a platform to actually speak. So when I see you guys or when I talk to you, successful people like you, man, it warms my heart because people don't really understand that the level of success that we have in this small DMV area, man. You know, you want to speak on that real quick before we start, man?
You know, I mean, first and foremost, man, I appreciate you having me, man.
No doubt, man.
I just love what you're doing and just shining a light on a lot of the people who are really out here grinding.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out here just fucking around and playing, but there's a lot of
Yeah.
people out here grinding and getting to it. So just the fact that you decided to kind of sit yourself aside and really shine a light on that means a lot, man. So much success to you, man, what you do with the platform and whole nine.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that, man. Hey, look, let me give you your flowers before we start. Hey, look, this is the intro right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is the intro right here. This man owns, I had to write this stuff down. You know what I'm saying? Because it's lengthy. You know what I'm saying? He owned a restaurant franchise called Mr. Fries, man. If you ever heard of Mr. Fries, man, that's the man, the myth, the legend. He's right there. 4 locations, one in College Park, Maryland, one in Normal, DC, one in DuPont, DC, and Norfolk, Virginia.
Sure.
He's a partner of a travel and tour company called Location Accra. We're gonna talk about that later.
Sure, definitely.
And he owned a logistic company too. Lord.
Yeah, we do some shipping.
You a busy man.
I try to stay busy.
You a busy man, man.
Listen,
Lord.
it keeps me out of trouble. So.
I mean, I'm proud of that, man. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? When I said earlier, man, like you don't really see too many of our skin color in this area really doing. And if you are, they're not really don't have the platform to actually speak on it. So
For sure.
I'm proud to have you across.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Across from me having this conversation, man.
For sure.
First question I want to ask you before we dig into your businesses and stuff, right? What is your definition of success?
See, my definition of success is doing something that has true purpose,
Okay.
and brings value to yourself and others around you.
Okay.
A lot of times we get caught up in what success is,
Okay.
and you know, everybody has their own definition of what success looks like.
Absolutely.
But for me, again, it really is about having purpose and making sure that whatever I'm doing,
Okay.
I do it proficiently, do it well, and do it to a point where it impacts others in a positive way.
Okay.
I have my own purpose. I have things that drive me every single day.
Mhm.
For example, I have 2 daughters.
Okay.
Love them to death, and they kind of keep me going.
I got you.
Where falling short just isn't an option.
Yeah.
It's just not. So for me, when it comes to success, again, everybody has their own definition, but for me, it really is that thing that really gives you purpose in life and brings value to yourself and others around you.
Okay.
Definitely.
So, what is your secret sauce? No pun intended.
We got a lot of sauces, so yeah, that's a different type of question. I might not be able to answer that, but no. For real, man, there really is no secret sauce for me. I'll be honest with you, man. A lot of people, I've got that question before.
Yeah.
But for me, it's really just determination and drive.
Okay.
What I've realized is that a lot of people claim they want success. A lot of people claim they want to, make $1 million or 5 million, this and that, and the third. But not too many people really out here willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you heard that before.
Yeah.
But that may sound cliche, but that really rings
It's not
true.
cliche. It is.
It rings so true, man. Like even in business, like there are so many. Like for example, I've been in the restaurant industry now for about 3-4 years now,
Got you.
and it's interesting because I speak to a lot. Me being in the industry, I speak to a lot of restaurant owners.
Okay.
Like big restaurants, small restaurants, mom and pops.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing to me to see a lot of the people in the space where they say they want success, but they're not putting in the work.
Absolutely.
They're not doing the necessary things in order to achieve that level of success that they claim they want.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing because I'll never forget when we first popped on the scene, the first location that we had here was College Park.
Mm-hmm.
And it took the whole area by storm. Like, went crazy on social media, Instagram, TikTok. Everybody heard about us. People were driving 2, 3, 4 hours away to come check us out.
Oh, wow.
And, I had a couple of neighbors who were also restaurant owners and, they were hating, doing their thing.
Yeah.
But it's amazing to me because they would hate, but they wouldn't be doing the work that we were doing.
I got you.
Right? Like,
yeah.
For me, we were closing out at like, let's say midnight, for example. I'm there until like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. Hustling, getting to it.
Yeah.
Doing whatever it takes. Waking back up 4 hours later, showering, right back to the grind.
Yeah.
And putting a lot of efforts into marketing, putting a lot of efforts into just spreading the word, whether that's passing out flyers at the universities, at the schools, at the nightclubs, doing whatever it takes in order to make it was really my goal.
Yeah.
But I realized that a lot of people in the space didn't want to do that.
I got you.
They just want to sit back and lay back and just think money just supposed to just fall in their lap. And it's unfortunate, but like I said, for me, it really isn't necessarily a secret sauce, but it's really just having that grit and that determination to make it no matter what. And when I say no matter what, I mean like no matter what.
Yeah.
So that's really it for me.
That's beautiful, man. Drake got a line. Everybody know I like Drake.
Right.
That's he's one of my.
He going through some things right now, but
I know he ain't. Drake be all right. You know what I'm saying? He
gonna be all right.
Yeah, he a light skinned, dark skinned
Facts.
dude. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
he a gangster. You know what I'm saying, contrary to popular beliefs, but you know what I'm saying. He had this line that he said. He said, "They scream out my failures and whisper my accomplishments."
There you go.
They scream out my failures and whisper my accomplishment because a lot of people don't really see how you started.
They don't.
They always see when you become successful.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So my interpretation, not even my interpretation of success, but when somebody asks me, how did you become successful? It's just 2 words. I say it's just hard work, bro.
That's it.
You got to figure out what hard work means to you.
Right.
That's hard work meaning getting up early in the morning that you're supposed to prepare for the rest of the day. That's hard work means that you studying. That's hard means that sacrifice and losing sleep.
Right.
That's hard work means that, trying to build a platform or a strong foundation, not just for yourself, but for your family.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That's hard work mean the vision that you have, not for now, but for the future.
Definitely.
What are you willing to give up to get to where you're going?
Right.
You know, so that's why I say like people don't understand what success is because all they see was they will scream out all the failures in the world, but once you become successful, that's when they become your friend. That's what they want to ask you.
That's
how
when
did you do
that's
it?
when they want to let everybody know
You know what
how
I'm
long
saying?
they known you and how y'all grew up
Yeah,
together
yeah.
and y'all was around the block
Exactly.
back in the day.
You know what I'm saying?
Still living off of hoop
Yeah,
dreams from
yeah.
the 80s. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
that's real.
And just like I'm gonna say it again. Drake said it again. Shout out to Drake for the second line. You wasn't with me when you wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts,
When I was out there putting up Kobe numbers
Yeah.
without being noticed, he
Yeah.
wasn't around. But once I became
Definitely.
Kobe Bryant, that's
Yeah.
when you want to be my friend. You
For
know,
sure.
it doesn't work like
It
you
don't
got to
work
put
like
in. I'm like, it's just there's no secret.
It
They
is.
say a success leave what footprints.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's just hard work to me, man. So
It is.
like I say, as long as you work hard, as long as you dedicate, as long as you discipline, as long as you're consistent, man,
Yeah.
success will come to you.
For
man.
sure.
Nature,
And,
you know what I'm saying?
and also along with that, as long as you stay, focus on the end goal and
Exactly.
not allowing things
Exactly.
that take place to deter you from that.
Yeah.
I mean, I use my situation as an example. I had mentioned that I had the location opened up in College Park. That
Yeah,
was the
yeah. We
first
was talking
situation.
about that earlier. Yeah.
And it's amazing because I was only in the space,
Mhm.
me and my partners, we were only in the space for about a year.
Okay.
Signed a 10-year lease. Everything's going good. Business is booming.
Mhm.
People really not even coming to the area just for the
Okay.
area. They come for us. They coming to
They
check out Mr.
travel.
Fries,
Yeah.
man. Like I said, people driving hours away
Wow.
to come check us out. Because when you think about it, there's always burger joints.
Yeah.
There's always places you can get wings
Mhm.
or a hot dog.
Got you.
Ain't too many places you're gonna go to get loaded French fries with shrimp
We're gonna talk
and
about
crab
we're gonna talk about
and
that
steak
later,
and
bro.
lobster. You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
I went through your Instagram,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I'm
you
like,
checked it out.
yo, I called you earlier.
Hit
Like,
me up.
I'm like,
It's crazy.
bring me some, like, when you're on your way.
Facts.
You feel me? Like,
So because of that, we were able to corner a certain market
got you,
to ourselves.
got
right?
you, got you, got
So
you.
that allowed that gave people a reason to want to drive 2 hours to come
Got you,
check us
got
out.
you, got you, got you.
So everything going good, and we got word that the previous property owner had sold the building
Okay,
or sold the entire complex.
I got you.
Which basically meant that every single tenant in the space, including us, and this is when we at our peak, we doing numbers,
Booming.
We got the word that like, yeah, we sold the property. They getting ready to do a redevelopment, and y'all got 30 days to find a new space.
They can do that?
Yeah, because a lot of these leases, man, they're so heavy. They lean towards the landlord.
Okay.
And they put a lot of language in there that if you get a lawyer who doesn't catch it, you can end up getting screwed. So that's what happened in our case. It was a 10-year lease.
Yeah.
We was in there for about a year and a couple of months. Then they hit us with the news, basically told us that we had to roll and
Sheesh.
find another space in 30
Wow.
days. So you could imagine as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, somebody who you don't put hundreds of thousands of dollars into the space, put your everything, time, energy, effort, all that.
It will break you.
It could break you.
Yeah.
See, that's when I talk about that perseverance.
There you go.
That's when it comes in. That's when you see what you really made it.
Yeah.
And the great thing about it is, it didn't just end there, but we were able to basically flip that into 3 more locations.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's really not about what you necessarily what you go through, as the old sage says, but it's really how you bounce back.
Yeah.
And like whether or not you're gonna bounce back stronger.
Exactly.
And bounce back harder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When something hits. Everything sounds good and looks good when everything's rolling.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, tell me about it, bro.
That doesn't really tell you who you really are.
Nah.
Especially as a business person or as an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Like they say, circumstances reveals a man to himself.
Bingo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's when we really knew, like, yeah, we got something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's a massive blow to that would be a massive blow to a lot of people.
What?
Like most people are like, you know what?
I'm done.
F this, man, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm going back to my
it will break your psyche, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm going back to my office job at Raytheon or something.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a lot to get a business of that magnitude off the ground. Like people don't know, man. Like people really don't know. Like a lot of times we go to like spots, we go to whether it's a barber shop or whether it's a mechanic shop or a restaurant. People don't really see that grind that goes into building something of that
building
magnitude.
something like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it takes a lot for you to do it all over
Yeah.
again, but I love the grind, man.
I got you.
I don't see myself, I've
You
never
like-
seen myself as just being mediocre and just
It's our background, bro. I tell people that, I mean, like, not to even say it like that, but we're gonna talk about our background a little
for
later.
sure.
But it's the mentality that we have as
Yeah,
far
man.
as far as our push, man. It's
Yeah.
a little
we
different.
gotta make it.
Yeah.
It ain't no, and we don't feel good with settling for average.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely, bro. Yeah.
we gotta do it and do it right.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. So
definitely.
talk to me about the restaurants, man.
Sure.
Your franchise. I mean, how did it all start for you, bro?
Yeah, so it's interesting. So it actually started, so it was actually created by a great friend of mine. His name is Craig Batista.
Okay.
So he's actually from California.
Okay.
So he used to work at Pepsi. Had a regular 9 to 5 at Pepsi as one of the truck drivers.
Okay.
And it got to a point where he got laid off from his job. So he's a big foodie just like me, right? So he said, you know what do people love? Like what's one thing people love to eat? French fries.
Absolutely.
Right. So because when you think about it, when you actually look at it and you do the research, the number one main consumed food item in America is French fries.
You're right. Like,
You
I
fry
hate
for everything.
McDonald's.
French
I hate
fries.
Burger King, but
French
if
fries.
somebody bring McDonald's in here right
Yeah.
now, like, I don't really eat it. I take a
You
fry.
gonna eat them fries though.
I take a fry
You
just
know what
to
I'm saying?
satisfy my
So-
my little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get you.
So he said, you know what, man,
That's
like
brilliant though.
why worry about going back to another Pepsi type job or something like that when I could just start something creative, do something different. So he basically went to the backyard, got a couple of ingredients, a couple of proteins, added some cheese and some different sauces on top,
Okay.
and just started shoving them out, from the backyard.
Okay.
So that went on for some time, and it's funny. Nipsey Hussle, before he passed away,
Okay.
he was one of the the customers that came by to the crib, to the backyard to like
Okay.
order a plate,
Oh wow.
and he ordered it. It looked amazing, and
This was in LA or
this is in LA.
Okay.
And Nipsey took to social media and posted it. Now social
Oh
media
man, viral.
it was a rap. It went crazy.
Wow.
So it went crazy to the point where my buddy Craig, he was able to open up the first location
In
in
LA.
Cali.
Okay.
So shortly after that, a buddy of mine, one of my niggas, he was getting married out Cali.
Okay.
So we went out there to go support him. And he basically let me know, like, yo, there's this spot out here, just opened up, called Mr. Fries, man. We should check it out.
Okay.
So I flew out to Cali, obviously, for the wedding. But while I was out there, we went and go checked it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I fell in love with it. So we were like, yo, we want to see the owner.
Okay.
Like, we want to see the creator.
So at that point in time, what were you doing as far as work?
Yeah, man, that's a great question. So around that time, I was still doing business.
Okay.
That's kind of when I was really dealing with the logistics company, the shipping.
Gotcha.
Along with that, I also had my regular daytime job. I was working for a company called Cvent,
Okay.
where we did like event technology software.
Okay.
So with me, I've always been a big business guy,
Got you.
big sales guy. Like I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna
Gotcha.
get to the money
Gotcha.
regardless. You feel me? So I was doing that. And then of course we went out there, fell in love with it, talked to the owner. He's like, man, he talked some, details about business
Okay.
and talked about, the prospect of bringing this to the East Coast and really expanding this thing.
Got you.
And, we saw eye to eye. It was just a mutual connection and we decided to go ahead and make it happen. So we were the first to bring it out over here
On this side.
on this side of the country. And
So originally you guys are from California, LA.
no, I'm from this area.
Okay, cool.
But
cool.
the franchise itself started in LA.
Okay.
In the backyard.
I got you.
Yeah.
So
And
how long was you? I mean, you and your partner.
Yeah.
Y'all. How long y'all been friends?
man, we've been friends since 2004.
Okay. Did y'all go to school together?
Nah, man, we just kind of grew up together, like different. My family knew his family, so
Okay.
it was kind of one of those things. We weren't related, but we just always been close since we was younger, and we've always been business minded people,
Okay.
and always try to figure out ways to kind of really get to it. You know what I'm saying? And we've dibbled and dabbled at different things. He's done his own thing business wise. I always did my thing, but this was our first time. And one other aspect is we ran a recording studio together.
Okay.
But nothing of this magnitude, right? Where you're running a 7-figure business.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that's a big thing. So it took a lot of discussion and planning, but we was able to kind of really work well together and make it happen.
Okay.
So we made it happen. We brought it out here, and it's been growing ever since. You know what I'm saying? It's been taking the area by storm.
I see.
Expanding
Sheesh.
all across the East Coast now. So
I see.
we just trying to do what we can.
I'm proud of you guys, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Talk to me about your day-to-day operations as far as what goes on. Talk to me about that. I mean, when it comes to employees, the time you open, the time you close, the structure of it and everything.
For sure. So like in regards to the restaurant, day-to-day operation, we typically open at 9 a.m.
Okay.
We're actually adjusting the hours for the new NOMA location.
Okay.
Because we're literally right next to the DOJ office, ATF, a lot of like government employees, a lot of residential, literally right beneath a Marriott, and right next to a train station, NOMA station.
Gotcha.
Like the first thing you see when you walk out of the station is us.
I got you.
Right. So we're trying to cater to the breakfast crowd because there's a heavy breakfast presence in the area. So we're gonna adjust those hours to about 7 a.m.
Okay.
Which means basically my day starts even earlier.
Okay.
Which my day already starts at like 5 in the morning.
Okay.
That's gonna have to get pushed up to like 4. Get my work out there, do what I gotta do.
Got you.
Do make sure the staff management's good, everything's under control. And then as far as the time we close, like I said, we typically close at 9 p.m. and then of course on weekends at around like 12 a.m. Now, in addition to that, we also have the food truck operation.
Oh, okay. So y'all mobile too.
Yeah, we mobile.
Lord.
So
y'all cornering the market.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. I told myself, I gave myself a New Year's resolution, like New Year's resolution this year, not leaving no dollars on the table, going after everything, right?
Okay.
So started the mobile operation with the food truck. And that's different because, that food truck, it can go anywhere at any time.
Gotcha.
So that's where the Howard location comes into play, where we're gonna do like a late night thing, literally right off of Georgia Ave and U Street.
Okay.
Florida Ave.
Gotcha.
So you leave the club, you leave
that's smart.
The strip.
That's smart. Everybody leave the club, they're hungry.
You done filled your stomach up with
with
alcohol, with liquor.
Yeah.
First thing you're gonna want to do is get some French fries, loaded fries to fill that up.
Yeah, you need a potato to sober up. Yeah,
boom. So it's really about being strategic about how we want to go about this. So that's really been it. So, but it's long days, man. It's a lot of long days, long nights, but it's all
Tell them. They think you just because you become successful, man.
People think this shit is sweet,
work
man.
no more.
It ain't. It's don't get me wrong. It's great.
Yeah,
the rewards are awesome, man. Like it is really fulfilling at the end of the day, but it's a lot of tireless days and tireless nights, man. It's a lot of going to sleep for 2 hours and getting right back to it.
What?
And
like
that's the side that people don't realize.
Realize.
They don't realize. They don't want to realize it. They don't want to see it. They don't even want to get familiar with it. But a true hustler is gonna love that.
Absolutely.
You fall in love with the grind, man. You fall in love with the process.
Yeah.
And this is just part of what comes with the process.
And every time you get tired or you get less motivated, you always think about your why. 100%. Like you said earlier, you think about the end goal.
For sure.
It's like if somebody run a marathon and they get half of it or they get to like a quarter mile and they be like, but they always think, I got to finish.
Definitely.
I got to finish. It's not about the beginning or in the middle. It's about the end goal. And once you have that implanted in your mind, you hustle a little harder.
You hustle a little harder, and you don't get tired. Even when you're tired, you don't get tired.
You know what I'm saying? It's not even physical though. It's mental.
Yeah, it's mental, and it's amazing. Like it's amazing what the human body can do when you get your mind
man,
and your mind is solid. You know what I'm saying?
I tell them, bro.
And that's just real, man. Like people ask me all the time, like, damn, like how you do it? And it's hard. I'm not gonna lie because it affects you in so many aspects of your life. Relationship wise, you know what I'm saying? You may be in a situation where, and I'm not just talking about me, I'm talking in general.
I get you.
Yeah. But you know, you may be in a situation where if you are that busy entrepreneur, you are that hustler. A lot of people, a lot of women in this, I'll just
Of
be
course, in this
obvious.
instance,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
You know, they're like, oh, it's cool, yeah.
In the beginning, right?
Yeah, in the beginning, like, oh, I
Yeah.
love the fact that you doing your thing.
Yeah.
You're a big entrepreneur. Until they get into it.
Exactly.
And they realize, yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I don't work a regular 9 to 5. So
Nah.
no, I can't sit on the phone with you for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Just rapping. I got to get to this money.
I can't see you every night.
Can't see you every night.
Exactly.
Hell, I might not see you every
week.
Every week.
Yeah.
But that's just the reality and the life that I chose to live. And that's the sacrifice that comes with it. And a lot of people say they cool with that, but they're really not.
They're not. Because it's hindsight, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
It's hindsight. So once they experience that hustle and they don't have that same mentality, they fall off.
It ain't gonna work.
Either they fall off or they trying to break your
cool
stride.
In the beginning,
you know,
and then they realize, like, dang, I really don't be seeing this man.
It's
I don't see this woman. You know, and it could. It's. I would say this life ain't built for everybody.
Nah, it ain't.
And that's okay. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I know a lot of people, they do well. They have their jobs.
Yeah.
They make their salary, and that works for them.
And they make good money.
They living good.
Yeah.
Stay there.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not for everybody.
It's not. And
if
you do decide to be an aspiring entrepreneur, you got to realize, like, get 9 to 5. We talking 9 to 9.
Yeah.
At this point, right? So it just comes with the territory. You just got to be built for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrific. That's terrific, bro. So quick question, right? How difficult it is to open a restaurant? Can you very? Can you run me through that?
Let me tell you something. The restaurant industry, a lot of people heard about this, but the restaurant food industry is one of the hardest industries to thrive in.
Why?
Man. It's like, I don't even know where to get started, man. Like, I feel like I'm in a blessed position.
Yeah.
Because we just have such an amazing concept and product.
Got you.
I've been able to achieve success that quicker than a lot of restaurants.
I got
like
you.
Another burger joint or you know.
Yeah.
But the restaurant industry as a whole, man, there's so many things that could go wrong. And a lot of times they do go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to figure out a way. You got to be quick on your feet with it. See, it's funny because it's the one industry or one of the industries where everybody who walks in your door thinks they got all the answers. Everybody's a professional food.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, you should do this. You should do that.
Y'all should do this.
Yeah, y'all should
Matter
put
of fact,
this on
y'all
the
should
menu.
add some more salt to that. Listen, they got all the answers for you on how to run your business.
Yo, they tell me that all the time. You should incorporate this in your podcast.
Listen,
and I'm like, don't have a structure, have a team of people that
they never built nothing significant a day in their life.
You want
but they got all the answers for you though. You know what I'm saying? So just off of the strength of that alone, man, like, and you know what's crazy about it is, and I hate to say this, you know, but a lot of times, and I'm friends with all the top restaurant owners, business people in the area, and like, you know, we chat, we link up, we discuss ideas and stuff like that. But one of the things that are always like one of the main things that everybody says is like, our hardest critic really be our own people.
Yeah.
And that, I hate to say that.
It's true.
It's the reality.
Like they come in a situation looking for something.
Listen, you have people that will come in mean mugging, like
already,
like
the mentality
looking for
something to
break you down.
The ketchup tastes bad.
Yeah,
it's
you know what I'm saying? The fries is too hot.
The fries too hot.
Listen, you gotta understand. Like, my restaurant concept is loaded French fries.
Yeah,
loaded, not French fries.
Loaded
French fries, right? Which means we load them with whatever you want. You want sauce, you want extra sauce, you want cheese, whatever, proteins, whatever you want, right? You will have people that will come in, order, let's say, crab and shrimp, extra sauce, top it off with additional sauce. They'll order it. Mind you, this is French fries. Order it, drive an hour away. Finally open the box. Call into the store, my fries are soggy. I want a refund.
An hour away?
You know what I'm saying? Like, they will do everything under the sun. Open the box. and then complain that they fries is cold or they fries is soggy. It's like, bro, like, and you gotta, as a business owner, as a manager, as a professional,
Yeah.
you have to have that patience
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying, like just that wherewithal to remain calm and try to address the issue the best you
But
can.
you have to be professional.
You got to be.
Yeah.
But it's a hard industry, man, because people, you realize how unreasonable people can really be when it comes to this industry.
Maybe public relations is very, very
Telling you,
difficult, bro.
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? You have to go ahead. I'm
You
listening.
even have people, but listen, man, like, because I'll be honest with you, like, we don't serve a cheap product.
Okay.
This ain't Wendy's, right?
Exactly.
Like, this
Yeah.
ain't where you just go to Wendy's, get some chili
Absolutely.
fries with some beans, and they throw that on top and sprinkle cheese, and then it's a
Yeah,
wrap.
yeah.
Nah, like, people come to us because they want that. They want gourmet fries.
exactly.
They want fries with their crab on top,
Exactly.
the shrimp on top.
Exactly.
They want their lobster on top of
Yeah.
their fries. You know what I'm saying? So they come in like they trying to pay that premium because they know what they get, right?
Exactly.
But then you'll have the people who come in where it's like, dang, I gotta pay $20 just for some fries. I could have just went to McDonald's.
Why didn't you?
You see, that's the thing. Like, McDonald's is right up the street, man. Like, you could have just
Right.
went there.
You could have
The
made
problem
the
is
left,
you
made the
didn't
right.
want McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly.
You wanted fries with crab, shrimp, lobster, steak,
Yeah,
and all that.
exactly.
But you're here complaining
Yeah.
about paying for which, and you
Yeah.
gotta understand, like, food costs ain't cheap, man. Like, I'm not even talking
They
about
don't. They don't care though.
people don't care about your overhead. They don't care about your overhead costs. They don't care about how much you got to pay your employees. They don't care about how much you pay for rent to be in the space, to be able to serve them the food. They don't care about your legal fees. They don't care about your insurance. They don't care about the triple net that comes with it. Listen, they don't care about none of that.
Oh, that's your problem.
That's your problem. Give me my
my
crab and shrimp fries for
give-
$8.
Yeah,
now.
so I can go all the way an hour away.
So I
and
can
come
drive
back
an
and
hour
call
away
you
and
tell
call
you
and complain
soggy.
about it, about how my
Yeah.
fries was cold. This is what you got to deal with in this industry.
Yo.
And again, man, like I said, man,
And most of us are skin color, right?
it's not 9 times out of 10 years.
Wow.
And you know, it's unfortunate because you know one of my mentors since I was younger is an old Jewish man,
Okay.
and one thing that I learned from him was how they move within their community. Right?
Got you.
He was sharing with me like how in a lot of cases when let's say it's a Jewish mechanic shop
Gotcha.
or a Jewish restaurant,
Got you.
owned restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and you know other Jews are patronizing the business.
Mm-hmm.
Even when something is wrong, they do a great job to address that internally.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know, that rice was kind of
Got
bland.
you. Got you.
might wanna
Got you.
fix
Got
that.
you. Got you.
Our people, we got to do the performance.
Yeah.
We got to take to social media,
Yeah.
do a whole review, blog.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this juice was nasty. Listen, that was the worst juice I ever had in my life.
Don't go to Mr.
Don't go there.
Don't go to Mr. Fries. Yeah.
And it's like sometimes it feels like we take pleasure in ripping each other
and breaking people down.
and breaking them down.
It's our condition.
And it's sad.
It's our condition, bro.
And again, every fellow restaurant owner I've talked to has the same thing. It's like nobody, it doesn't matter. Like the demographic could be, look, we serve 30% Hispanics, 30% blacks, 30% whites, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, a lot of times it feels like it's our own people that, you know, try to rip us apart a lot of times. But despite that, you still gotta stay focused.
Yeah, you gotta stay.
Because at the same time, on the flip side, some of your biggest supporters will also be our people.
Of course.
And that's who you really do it for.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, a lot of our biggest advocates, a lot of our biggest supporters are our own people as well. So you got to take the good with the bad.
Mm-hmm.
You wish the bad was a little less, but the reality is in the restaurant space, to your question, like what makes it so hard is a lot of people don't realize, like when you go on and check reviews, a lot of people don't realize is that people are 7 times more likely to leave a review when they had a worse experience.
Absolutely.
So your reviews are skewed. Those reviews you're going to check and judge a restaurant based off of, they're already skewed because the reality is when people like the experience, they like the haircut, they like the job that you did as a mechanic, they like the food at the restaurant, they're not spending time going online talking about how great it was.
Nope.
They're just going about their day.
Yeah.
But let something go wrong.
Yeah.
Like the whole world got to hear about it.
Absolutely.
You know, and that I feel like that's particularly true for us in our community. So, like I said, it's something that you just got to deal with, but you don't really focus on that.
But perseverance always wins.
You don't focus because the reality is for every one bad review that you done had that day, you done had 300 people
Yeah.
that came through your door that
Yeah.
loved the experience. So you can get bogged down and really focus on that negative, but you got to train your brain to not do that, and train your brain to focus on the positives and the great that you're doing in the community.
That's why reputation matters too, bro.
For sure.
When you leave a good reputation, man, the person might leave a review, and the 10 people that know, like, man, that's not Mr. Fries, man.
Absolutely.
That's not him, because
Absolutely.
he have built that reputation and that
For
relationship
sure.
with us to
For
know
sure.
that ain't him. Like,
For
it
sure.
happens sometimes in here.
Yeah.
A person might come in the barbershop and have a bad experience with one barber.
Yeah.
And they go and leave a review
Yeah.
or go on Instagram.
Tell the whole neighborhood.
I went to this barbershop.
They
Don't
they
go there.
all trash.
Man, they trash.
They gonna push your shape
They
up
messed
way
my
back.
son up.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
For what?
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I mean? But for what?
You know.
But people will go on Instagram like, nah, not my barber.
Yeah.
Or not nail.
Yeah.
Or not this and not that. You understand what
For
I'm
sure.
saying?
But like I said, like you, even if that were to happen, you really do have to train your brain to not focus on that. And don't get me wrong,
difficult.
It's hard to do.
It's like somebody leaving a comment, knowing that the comment don't even relate to you.
It don't.
Because they just woke up miserable and they want to bring that type of energy.
And some people, listen, they'll just flat out lie.
Yeah.
They'll just lie.
That's what I'm saying. Because
just lie on your business.
Yeah, because of their mentality.
Exactly. You know, so you really gotta like not really focus on that, and you always gotta remind yourself, like, and I've had to do this a lot of times, like, it'll be one bad review, just one, and that's the one that's like, I just want to let them know. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, you don't even know what you talk about. But then I remind myself, like, man, I done had 400 people come to my restaurant today. Vast majority of them had a great experience. Came to me personally, just said how proud they are of me, a black young entrepreneur doing something to this magnitude. And that means a lot. But here I am focused on the one random person that's
how the mind works, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. We got to get to a point where we train our mind to not focus on that.
You know what I do sometimes? I thank them.
For sure.
I be like, thank you.
Or
I hit the heart button.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I won't do it for them. I do it for me.
You do it for yourself.
You know what I'm saying? I do it for me. So yeah,
it's real.
It's I mean that the struggles that goes in becoming. I mean the struggles that happens when you're an entrepreneur. A lot of people don't see that, bro.
They don't see it. They don't care.
They don't see that.
You know,
bro.
at the end of the day, that's to me, that's entrepreneurship. Like and if you're not built for that, and you don't got tough skin in order to navigate through all of that, this probably ain't for you.
Yeah, it's gonna eat you alive.
It's gonna eat you alive.
Yeah, it's gonna eat you.
You might as well do yourself a favor
and just get out.
Get out. Go back to your job at FedEx, Kinko's.
Exactly.
And just call it a day.
Yeah,
and that's okay. You feel me? But you know, you really got to have tough skin, especially when it comes to any industry that deals with people and people management. I haven't even talked about the staffing part of the industry. Like, listen, man, like,
dealing with
your internal.
Oh my goodness, like babysitters.
Oh
right?
my God, man! Listen, I was just talking the other day. I was telling the story how I had one of my staff, and you know, he was just in and out, not calling, not showing up.
Okay.
So one day he hit up the management line, like, we got a management text that they can communicate to. He's like, yeah, my bad for basically not showing up for the past 3 days. I actually got caught today. And they gonna give me my sentence, let me know what it is. So, I tell my manager, like, wait, today is Sunday.
Wow.
What the hell type of court you got on a Sunday afternoon?
Maybe he got caught in England somewhere.
Listen, man. Later that night, man, I ended up going
Monday in Argentina.
Later that night, I ended up going to St. Eve's down the city, man. Guess who I see popping bottles, just kicking it?
You lying?
Him. You know what I'm saying?
So like, caught on Sunday, man.
On a Sunday, right?
But he was going to club court.
Club court. You know what I'm saying? What did you talk about? But I say that to say this is the type of stuff you deal with.
Yeah.
And again, back to what I was saying, like, the customer doesn't give a damn about the fact that you had 2 employees call out. One talk about they got baby father drama. Another one talk about they got caught on Sunday. All they see is, I ordered food 15 minutes ago, and y'all told me it was going to be 11 minutes. Where my food at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So these are all part of the things that you got to overcome. and also some of the things that make running a restaurant challenging sometimes because you got to manage your people, you got to manage your customers, you got to manage your product. You can't control what your vendors are charging you. For example, one of the big vendors that we go through is US Foods.
Okay.
US Foods is our supplier for like a lot of our product.
I got you.
If they increase prices, what do?
You got to increase yours.
But people don't want to hear that. They don't give a damn
I go through the same. Hey,
listen,
look,
they don't give a damn about the fact that the cost of crab just spiked up 25%. All they know is last month, it was this month, it was this much money. It better be that right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's a lot of different challenges. You just got to be smart. You got to be vigilant. You got to be creative. And you got to stay persistent. And at the end of the day, if you're able to do all those things, it's a very, very lucrative industry to be in. You know, but
it's about perseverance. And that's just like to piggyback off what you said. I go up on my prices, bro. $5. $5, bro. And I'm telling you,
not 50.
Not 50.
Not 500.
Not 60. Not doing exclusive because I tell people all the time, I say, if I really didn't love this game like I really love this game, I can have a time where I can cut for only 4 hours and charge exclusive people upwards of $200 a cut and be out of here.
Be gone.
And I will be booked for the rest of the year.
For sure.
You feel me? But I will go up $5, bro. Yeah. And as soon as they getting ready to sign on the square,
like, what's this?
Like, Rich, I see you went up, huh? I'm like, what? I just went and bought these clippers for $250 to cut your hair.
Yeah. That you love.
You feel me?
You know, and listen, especially, man, y'all in the barbering industry, man. I always say, man, charge what you charge and be unapologetic about it. Because the same person that's like tripping over $5,
they go buy a Gucci belt.
Oh, he on his way to the club to spend $1,200 on an Ace bottle.
Not just that, he about to get some cheeks off my haircut.
Off your cut. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy how we pick and choose, you know what I'm saying, what to support. And it like, you know what I'm saying, people you'll buy a Celine shirt for $900. Yeah. No questions asked. Yeah. People have no issue whatsoever supporting the Asians or the Europeans or the Italians or whatever the case may be.
Brother, I'm telling you, man.
You as a barber, you come up on your cost $5 because that's what you need to do in order to stay sufficient and then stay profitable. Because
just stay above water, bro.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, people forget this ain't community service that we're doing. We're running a business. Yeah. And there's a lot of things that come in or that are involved with the business. Overhead, you know, of course, equipment costs. And at the end of the day, you got to find somewhere to remain profitable. People don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Bro. So, like I said, man, barbers, man, shout out to y'all, man. Listen, I'm one of those people, I pay premium for my cut. You know what I'm saying? I don't, and I take care of my barber.
I see you.
People, man, y'all, listen, where the camera at, man? Where the camera at?
Your camera right there, bro.
Take care of your goddamn barbers, man. Y'all cheap ass. Let me just stop. Let's get back to
we need a PSA, bro.
Hey, man, take care of your barbers, man. They keep you tight. You know what I'm saying? They take care of y'all. They be having the ladies on y'all line. Like, and y'all trying to skip it for $3, $4, $5?
$5, bro. What Martin said, I ain't paying that $5.
Yeah, you know what
I ain't paying that $5, Rich.
You know what I'm saying?
But they rather go somewhere and get their head messed up and
take
come
care
back
of your
for
barbers,
me to fix
man.
it.
Because y'all got things y'all got to pay for. Y'all got seats, chairs. Like y'all got y'all own expenses.
And if I gotta explain that to you, I don't need you.
You don't need. That's my thing. And listen, I always say at the end of the day, like even in my space, in my industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't my type of customer, that's okay. We ain't for you either.
Exactly.
Listen, if you are looking for fries that cost $3, take your ass to goddamn McDonald's.
McDonald's across the street.
Literally 5 steps away. I promise you, they will get you out the way and get you what you need. We not for everybody, and everybody ain't for us.
Yeah.
In your industry, everybody's not looking for a barber that charges, and that's okay. Yeah. Like, so the biggest thing a lot of times for business owners or entrepreneurs is really finding your target market.
Yeah.
Right? Because you as a customer, you may be the $25 customer. And
cool.
And that's cool. Go get the $25 barber who gonna give you that $25 worth of a cut.
Out here.
There's plenty of them.
They will get you out the way.
My nephew, he 13 years old. He'll get you out the way for $25.
Yeah.
And that's okay, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
but if you try and get that premium and like you trying to
Gotta pay that
shortchange the
premium
person who's
price.
providing that service, it's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, those are some of the things that we just all got to do. I feel
Yeah.
like it's a universal thing.
And then the
you know,
thing is, I got premium clientele that pays me quadruple what I even asked.
Yeah.
for. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
So yeah, without
know,
an issue because they know my value.
they know
and
your
respect,
value.
You know what I'm saying? They respect
And I'm
it,
real
man.
big on not allowing anybody to determine your value for you.
Exactly.
Ever.
Exactly, bro.
Ever.
Exactly, bro.
And I'm big on that.
And that's what I tell people, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people, like when you start, right?
Yeah.
You hungry. So certain things you deal with.
Yeah.
But when you've been in the game 5,
You done
10,
put in the
50
work.
years and you done put in that
You done
grit,
built a certain clientele.
it's certain things that you be like, dog, I did that before to get to this spot.
Absolutely.
I'm not doing it no more.
You don't need to.
No, my standards is a little bit higher than you.
Yeah.
It was higher then,
Yeah.
but it's higher now.
Yeah.
And you know
And
what
the
I'm saying?
sad part about it is sometimes our customers, our clientele, they'll try to make you feel bad about you putting a certain value on
Yeah,
your work.
exactly.
Like it's crazy to me. Like it's nobody tells you to how much you need to, ask for when you go to a job interview.
Exactly.
Like, nah, actually, you know what I'm saying? I think you should ask for 45 instead of
Yeah.
that 60. Nobody
Yeah.
tells you to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
What if somebody tells you like, oh, you asking for $80 an hour, but I think you're worth 30.
yeah. Imagine
How
how
would
you
you
feel.
feel? Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's your work. You are the tech
Yeah.
professional. You the IT person.
Exactly.
You feel like you got these certs. You feel like you did this and you got this much experience. So your asking price is your asking price. And nobody should be in a position to tell you that you don't deserve that.
And the thing is, like, I get that from my people, bro.
Of course.
I'm talking about 100%.
Yeah.
Because I have other, I'm saying, like, I'm speaking of that because it's the
Yeah,
truth.
yeah.
I have other clients in different demographics
sure.
that don't give me the
They don't-
issues.
No, it's not even a
They don't
discussion.
give
That's
me-
not a
you know
real
what I'm
thing.
saying? They don't give me them
A lot of
issues,
times
bro.
it is our people, unfortunately. But like I said, man, we just gotta persevere over
Yeah.
that, man. Just gotta stay focused, man. Comes with the territory.
Yeah, I know they say that some business that's erected don't ever survive. Some of them take like maybe 2-3 years to see profit,
Yeah,
and some of them see no profit at all. I know a lot of struggling businesses
for sure.
or business people right now that's
Sure.
holding on to label because it's attractive.
Definitely.
Right. So my question to you is, right, how long did it take for you to start seeing profit? And in between that, how difficult was that?
I'm not gonna lie, like, we saw that in the first year.
Okay.
And that's why I feel like, I shout out to God, man.
Yeah.
Like to the man upstairs, I feel like he been with us on this entire journey. But
Mhm.
again, we really didn't struggle. Like outside of the challenges that just come with running a
Mhm.
restaurant
Mhm.
or business,
Okay.
we saw a lot of success
Oh,
out
wow.
the gate. Because like I said, it's not just like for me, like before you get into any industry or any like endeavor, you gotta like really do the market research. You want to see what the landscape look like. That's why for me, I'm not gonna lie, like I had no intentions. I love to cook, I love food,
Mhm.
I love to eat,
Yeah,
but I didn't grow up decided to be a restaurant
I
owner.
got you.
I just didn't.
I got you.
But I looked at what was available and I
made
looked
sense.
at the product
Mhm.
and the landscape and it made
It
sense.
made sense.
Who the hell else was doing that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it allowed me to kind of really corner the market.
Okay.
And because of that, enjoyed a lot of success early
Mhm.
on to the point where within the first 6 to 7 months, started to see actual real profit.
Got you.
Like real, not paying yourself back,
Mhm.
not, covering the debt that you don't put into the build out. I'm talking about profit.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, like I can show, like I posted videos and, clips, like look at our grand opening. I'm talking about lines wrapped around the
Around
building,
the corner.
not lines outside the door.
Mhm.
I'm talking lines wrapped around the building.
Got you.
You feel me? And it's a
Mhm.
big building, right?
Got you.
And that stayed for a while. Like even now, like we stayed busy.
Got you.
And so I thank God for that, man. It's just a blessing to be in this position where we don't have a lot of the struggles. Like marketing is not an issue for me.
Got you.
Post one of our pictures, a load of fries,
Mhm.
crab and shrimp, people
Mhm.
go crazy.
Yeah.
Like just like you said, like, yo, bro, bring
Mad
me a plate
love.
today.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, so it's really about, for me, it's really been about branding, marketing, really making sure that all of that is down pat, and that
Gotcha.
allows us to enjoy success that's usually uncommon for a lot of restaurants.
Got you.
Yeah.
So, quick question, right? You don't have to give me a actual figure. What's the most money you ever cleared in 1 year?
Declared?
Cleared. How
Cleared.
much money? You can give me a not estimation. You can say 6. You can say 7. You can say probably 8.
Yeah.
Is it 8 figures? Is
It ain't,
7?
it ain't 8.
It ain't 8
I
yet.
wish it was 8, but definitely 7.
Y'all
for
clear
sure.
7 in 1 year.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Which one? Which location is the most that make the most money or is the most successful? Right as we speak right now.
As we speak, I'd say Vegas. Because
of the tourist action, right?
All of that.
That the tourist
But
attraction.
what's crazy
right?
about this, DC's about to do better than Vegas.
Yeah.
DC's about to do much better. Like
All right.
DC's trending to do better than Vegas. And it's because of where we're located.
Yeah.
And there's so much excitement.
Yeah.
You know, like even when we look at our social media, we have 600,000 followers.
I know, bro.
You know what I mean? And just started a DC page specifically to DC.
Yeah.
That's gonna go crazy because we see the comments, we see
Mhm.
people like, when y'all coming, when y'all gonna do the
Yeah.
grand open, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna shoot all of y'all the invitation.
Oh,
We're
absolutely.
gonna do the soft opening, like make sure it's like a VIP thing, but
Okay.
we gonna do it up.
Okay.
But it's gonna be big, man. So, but I'd say DC's definitely gonna surpass Vegas for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your interesting, unique menu.
Yeah, for sure.
I know you done gave us some hints about some of the food that you guys got, but it's not just fries that you sell,
Nah,
right?
it's not.
So talk to me about your menu though, bro.
Yeah, so again, it is a loaded French fry concept
Okay.
in general, but we take it to the extreme.
Okay.
So you come in as a customer, you get, it's kind of like Chipotle, you get your base rice, whatever you want, and you get your choice of protein. You could do shrimp, you could do crab meat, you could do steak,
Okay.
fried chicken, grilled chicken. If you vegan, you can do Beyond Meat, Beyond Chicken.
Y'all got stuff for vegans too.
Yeah, man. We listen. Like I said, man, we not leaving no
y'all
money on the
cornering
table.
the market.
Yeah, man. That's what it is. We have 13 different sauces. You know, so whatever your palate goes for.
Okay. And y'all make the sauces yourself, right?
Some of them we do in house. Some of them we get from our supplier.
I got you.
And then different cheeses on top. And people love it. We also do wings as well. We released our wings sometime late last year.
Okay.
They've been going crazy. We do all types of flavors, like literally what Wingstop does, but we do that to like a better degree,
on a higher level,
in addition to the loaded fries.
Okay.
So listen, it's literally like your ultimate cheat day meal. Like I let it stay. I've been trying to get back in the gym, but I always say everybody has a cheat day. So and it's not one of them things where you come in like you think you're just gonna eat a little bit and
you're gonna overindulge.
Listen, it's bound to happen. It's bound. So I be having to stop people like, bro, I done seen you for the past 3 days at this point, boy. Like, you might want to relax. This is not.
You're supposed to be on
a
strict diet. Look at you, bro.
Yeah, but we have that loyal base where they come in multiple times a week for lunch, dinner, don't matter. And like I said, it's all a blessing. So I appreciate all of that, and that's contributed to the amount of success that we've had so far.
That's a blessing, man. Yeah. That's great, man. So let's get back a little. Let's talk a little bit, man. You was born and raised in the area, right?
Yeah.
How was EB growing up, man? Talk to me about how you was as a young man and getting to the point that you are right now. Man.
Yeah, man. It's always been interesting, man. Like so born and raised right here in DC. My nationality, my folks are from Ghana, as you know.
Shout out to my Ghanaians. Shout out to the Ghanaians, man.
But you been back since, by the way?
I haven't been back in a while.
You gotta go, man. I go because I do the travel company thing.
Yeah.
So I have a big group from DC that goes every year in December.
Okay.
So, and it's a thing.
Like, I heard.
It's a vibe, bro. Like dead ass. So, but that's I try to go every year. But yeah, like grew up here in the area. Of course, just a regular kid, what I'm saying, that lived in the city uptown and moved out Maryland.
Okay.
Went to school out there. Ended up going to Bowie.
Okay. Bowie State, okay.
And just been out here just trying to hustle and get it in various different ways, you know what I'm saying? But I got to a point where, of course, became an adult,
Okay.
decided to like better myself and find something I could do productive that's makes sense, that's legal, XYZ. Started working for a couple of companies, and really started grinding. And, again, that led me to become like a really solid entrepreneur, just
Okay.
having that grind mindset
I got
and
you.
figuring out ways to get money, even if it's an unconventional way. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. To say less.
Yeah.
I got you, man. So you always had that business acumen.
Always,
growing up,
man. Like my first job, I never forget. I worked at a nursing home
Okay.
for $5.25 an hour.
I remember them days.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dog,
listen,
I remember them days.
yeah,
bro.
like man, we a little older, so we from that old law, man.
Yeah.
Like now, minimum wage like $19 an hour. They
I'm
got
like,
it
dog,
real
yeah,
good.
when $19 back in the day, when I be
Yeah,
jumping,
man.
I be jumping up and
Yeah,
down, bro.
man, you eating good, but yeah, I remember that was my first job. I worked there for all of 3 hours.
Wow.
3 hours.
Wow.
Like I'll never forget. It was some old white man. And
Mhm.
I gave him some coffee. I was working in the kitchen
Okay.
and in a nursing home, and he's like, "You damn nigger, my coffee's too hot. Just
Oh,
threw it.
wow.
Just threw it on me." I'm like, "Yeah, I can't do this shit.
Oh, wow.
I can't do this, man. This is not for me, man." So from that very young age, and mind you, I was like what 16.
Mm-hmm.
I was from that age. I was like, nah, man. And I always had role models that I looked up to that
Okay.
were like real life, like role model. I'm not talking
Somebody
about
that's
like
tangible.
yeah,
Somebody you can-
tangible,
yeah,
like not
exactly. Yeah.
Michael Jordan or
Yeah.
Penny
Yeah.
Hardaway.
I
Now I'm
got
talking
you. I
about
got
real life people that
Yeah.
was getting money
Mm-hmm.
and they was business owners and they was own car dealerships
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I always had that passion to try to learn and try to emulate them and try to own my own business because
Okay.
I just love the concept of grinding
I got you.
and figuring it out and being your own boss.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people say that like I just want to be a boss. Like I feel like that's the wrong reason to be an entrepreneur, to be honest with you, because a lot of times entrepreneurship in a way is like you're serving,
Yeah.
right? You're finding a way to serve the community, serve the
Exactly.
people around you. So if you just come up with the mentality like I just want to be a boss, just boss people around.
What's a boss?
What does that even mean, bro?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's a subjective
exactly. You know what I'm
connotation.
saying?
Like,
So and
what's a boss?
and more importantly, it's the wrong mindset to have.
Exactly.
You're not gonna go far. You might
Yeah.
make a little bit of change here and there, but it ain't gonna take you but so far.
Yeah.
So, for me, that was really the big thing that really drove me into like it kind of really built my character
Mhm.
and built my vision for my life. And, it kind of panned out to work out the way I wanted it to.
Man, you blessed, bro.
Hey,
You
man.
blessed, bro. So you have as far as family, man, you a family man?
Yeah, I got 2 kids.
Okay. How do you juggle the family life and the work life, man?
It is difficult, man. It definitely puts a strain on the family because sometimes I just wish I could just go home at
Yeah. Play
6
with
p.m. and
kids.
just play with the kids.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I can't.
Yeah.
Why can't I? Oh, because my manager called out
Mm-hmm.
and an old boy got caught on a Sunday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that be really happening.
Yeah.
And again, the customer don't give a damn about none of that.
Yeah.
So you gotta just, you know what I'm saying, put on your shoes,
Mhm.
put on your boots, get to it.
Yeah.
Like, see, and that's another thing. Like a lot of people see me like, oh yeah, you own these businesses. They see other restaurant owners. Oh, they have no idea. Sometimes you really be in the trenches.
Yeah.
Like you really got to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Not
Mhm.
all the time. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of days where most of my focus, if I'm just being honest,
I got you.
most of my focus is really about building the
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
So it's finding new locations,
Mhm.
working with different vendors,
Got you.
working on different partnerships,
Mhm.
building those kind of relationships, and doing those kind of things. But every now and then, I will jump in and
Yeah.
get my hands dirty because I have to.
Yeah.
And you just got to do what you got to
Yeah.
do. Like at the end of the day, it's really about figuring all of this out, no matter what that means. And for that particular day, that may mean you getting your black ass in the back and
In the
washing the
back and
dishes.
wash the dishes, or
You know what I'm
getting
saying?
where
So
the fries are.
yeah, you got to do it all, man.
Yeah.
And you can't never feel like you're too good to do anything, no matter
Yeah.
how much you bring it in,
Yeah.
how much you making at the end of the year.
Mhm.
So
So how much for people person you got to be when it comes to like working with the public or working with a restaurant? Do you like when the people come to you, do you go greet the customer like how greeting you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
one thing I realize is how much people love, especially our people.
Yeah.
Our people do love to see like a Black face
I got you.
behind the brand.
Yeah.
Because when we look at a lot of these national franchises or national locations, whatever the case, it's rarely is it ever owned by people that look like us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Rarely is that
Yeah.
ever the case.
Yeah.
So when people come in, they drive from wherever, they drive from different parts of VA, Maryland, Virginia, Philadelphia, South Carolina, whatever the case is, and they come and see, like, yeah, I want to see the owner. Like, this is an amazing concept. I want to see who owns this.
Absolutely.
And they see you, and you just see that smile on their face, and like they just tell you how proud they are of you. Like, it's a beautiful feeling, man. Like, it really makes all of your struggle and all of your grind worth it, because you're serving a bigger purpose. It's not about just the money you're making or employing people, but it also has a larger reach to and also impacting people more than you even know. And we see the messages, we see like the emails of people telling me how proud they are, telling me and my partner how proud they are, how they aspire to do something similar as well. So it's all a beautiful thing, and we don't take any of that for granted.
That's what's up, bro. That's why I appreciate you for coming, bro. And
Absolutely.
got a couple more questions for you, and then we get out of here,
For
man.
sure.
Talk to me a little bit, touch a little bit about your other businesses, and you ain't
Yeah.
got to go too far in it. Just let the people know the other things that you got your hands on.
Yeah,
bro.
absolutely. So like I said, run a logistics company. We do like shipping, international shipping, stuff like that. So that was actually one of my first ventures that I started with.
Okay.
And been doing that for some time. To be completely honest, that's been going well, but a lot of my focus has kind of runs itself essentially.
Okay.
A lot of my focus is really on the restaurants and building that
Gotcha.
empire, right? So I got that done. Along with that, I'm a partner, co-owner of Location Accra.
Okay.
So we basically do travel guide trips to Accra, Ghana, Zanzibar, and also Dubai.
Okay.
So that's been going on I kind of got involved with that over the past year or so. My girl Ebony, my partner Kofi, and that's essentially what we do there. And it's a beautiful thing because there's a lot of purpose in that as well. A lot of people never been able to really travel. They want to travel, but they don't know where to get started, who to talk to, where to book. We try to take care of all that information for them and really curate a really beautiful experience for people. So been doing that as well for some time. And then, prior to that, it's funny because my first business endeavor was actually a recording studio.
Okay.
So if I was to talk about my passion is music. Like, I'm an actual music producer.
Okay.
I was doing music since I was like 5.
Oh, wow.
And I play like 6 different instruments.
Oh, okay.
I used to be in a go-go band for years.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
What was the name?
So we was called New Vision.
Okay, New Vision.
Yes,
Shout out to New Vision.
Shout out to New Vision. All y'all, man. Those are my men.
Yeah.
They all proud of me, man.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of them as well. But yeah, man, I was doing that, from a very young age. But one of the first businesses I actually started was a recording studio.
Okay.
So that kind of really built this foundation to where, and that kind of goes to show you can start off in business and entrepreneurship in one area and end up on a totally different spectrum.
Man.
Right? And you don't really know where God gonna take you, but you just got to be ready for the ride. Because I'll be honest with you, 5 years ago, if you would have asked me, bruh, you gonna own restaurants and you gonna be, this big entrepreneur, just people coming in and generating millions each location, I would have told you a goddamn lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't even my thing.
Yeah.
Right? That wasn't even something I was even looking into doing.
Man, that's
so,
beautiful.
That's why for me,
That's
the biggest thing is I always try to advise up and coming entrepreneurs or anybody who just wants to get into business, entrepreneurship, just stay focused and just stay flexible. And don't just be rigid in one area, one space.
Absolutely,
because
bro.
you never know where that real blessing gonna come from.
Exactly, bro. So, exactly. So when you take time to reflect, right? How euphoric is it?
It's crazy.
Yeah. Do you believe you are in a position that
no,
you are
absolutely
right now?
not.
Yeah.
I don't. And I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I don't feel like I don't deserve it. I don't deserve.
Why?
And not to say I'm Warren Buffett or anything like that, but at the end of the day, it's I feel really blessed just to be in this position. Because a lot of people don't get this opportunity. And one thing that I have realized, all of this, a lot of this is really timing.
Yeah.
The timing of
Yeah.
everything, right? Like, I always say, like, if you would have bought Facebook stock,
Man.
back
Or Apple stock.
or
when
Apple stock,
Apple one.
you know what I'm saying?
Apple,
Like,
the first
you would
Apple
have
phone
been,
came out.
it is the same concept of business.
Yeah.
Like everything is timing. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Whether you are, you are doing, a natural juicing product,
Yeah.
or you doing whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
like making sure that timing is
Yeah.
right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because God has an interesting way of doing things, but it's always based on the timing
Yeah.
and you being available
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah.
me, like even us just doing this Mr. Fries man thing, it was timing.
Yeah.
Like that could have easily slipped me blind because
Yeah.
I was doing other things.
Yeah.
Don't grab me. Granted, the other things I was doing doing pretty well, but wasn't making the money that
It's making
is being like, generated by Mr. Fries man.
Got you.
Again, all of this is timing and just being available and being ready to go when it's time to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they say, if you when that you ain't gotta be ready if you stay ready, right?
You ain't gotta get ready if you stay ready.
If you
right?
stay
So
ready, man. Yeah.
that's a real thing.
Yeah, bro.
But
it's beautiful, bro. Like
is.
like I said, I'm proud of you, man. So
appreciate that.
man, where can they find you at, bro? I got another question for you, but
Yeah.
I want you to put out your information as far as your social media.
For sure. So my personal social media is EB_ASBR. Again, that's EB_ASBR. If you want to follow the business, Mr. Fries Man, that's Mr_Fries_man. If you're looking to follow the DC page, which is located to everything DMV, that's Mr. Fries Man.dc. So MRFRIES man.dc. And yeah, that's how you can find us. And of course, all of the info too. If you wanted to reach us directly, you can always DM us. You can also shoot us an email. All that information is on the socials as well.
Absolutely, man. So this is my last question to you, man.
Sure.
When it's all said and done, right, and you hang your jersey up, and you probably sit on the big old yacht in the middle of the ocean, man, just relaxing with your yacht shoes on, man, and you reflecting on your life and the contributions that you have put forth, right?
Yeah.
What do you want to be remembered by?
Yeah, I want to just be remembered as somebody who did it the right way.
Yeah.
But also gave the people that came after him hope in knowing that you can make it, but not only can you just make it, you could do it your way, right? Just growing up, I'm not gonna lie, like I was cool in school, but I wasn't like a valedictorian or nothing.
Gotcha.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always wanted to think outside the box. I always wanted to do things my way. But I was always told, no, you got to do it this way.
Yeah.
You got to make it this way. You got to go to school and get your degree and do it that way. And go, like. And I've realized that through life, it's like God has a different path for everybody.
Yeah.
And you can really do it your way. You just got to be in tune with God and be in tune with yourself and what you really want to do.
Yes.
And find your path. And your path may not be the traditional path.
Preach, my brother.
But, at the end of the day, you really got to find out what that is.
Yeah.
And stick to it, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
And that's so touching, man.
Yeah, just believe in yourself, man. Like, and that's what I had to do, and that's what I continue to do. Like I said, I still got so much more left to me, and so much more that I want to accomplish.
Yeah.
But that's one of the biggest things I want to just like leave for the next generation and my kids and people around me and people coming after me. Just knowing that you can make it, you can do it, and you can make it doing it your way. You just got to stay persistent, and it'll all work out.
That's amazing, man. Boy, brother, I wish you nothing but continued success.
Appreciate
that. Saying? With everything that you do, hopefully everything is progressive, man. That's what we're here for, man.
That's what we're here for, man.
So whatever help that I can give to you, man, just don't forget to reach out, man. We family now, bro.
Yeah, we family, man. Listen,
we ain't talk about where we from. We ain't get to that background, man.
Facts.
We're probably gonna have a part 2 when it comes to
Let's
that.
do that,
man.
But like I said, again, I appreciate you just having me, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
Giving me the
platform
to
man, because
speak.
I learned a lot. When it comes to like life, the restaurant game, and just people, period. And I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
So thank you, my brother.
You already know, man.
You've been a blessing, my brother.
Appreciate
You've been a blessing, man.
Love, man.
Hopefully, you are a blessing to the people that's watching this, or the blessing to everybody that you
for sure
that you connect with, bro. But
absolutely.
Thank
appreciate
you, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
it. This has
it.
been another episode, man, of the Rich Talk Podcast. I told y'all, man, this was gonna be a good episode, man. I'm gonna keep bringing the guests to y'all, man. All you gotta do is learn. So if you want to venture into anything in this world as far as entrepreneurship, man, I'm going to bring the people here, connect with them so they can connect with you, man. So, y'all stay tuned for some more, man. Peace, love, and blessings, man. Y'all have a good night.